met with Glenn and helped him out. He's got it's him.
And they should have gone for the F-bomb.
Right.
The last
That guy, that's
the
Michael
last
Cutlass.
line? Okay. Sweet. He's like, what did he say? Lincoln's line, he's like,
He messed with wrong people or something.
They're not gonna, yeah, they shouldn't.
It's about time he got some balls.
Right.
You know, but that was coming. I mean, that happened in the comic, so.
That's good.
Yeah. Have you ever read the comic?
No.
Oh, the comic is brilliant.
Great show.
Brilliant comic.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it again. I haven't seen The Walking Dead.
Yeah, but you're a comic book fan, right?
No.
What are you doing here, Chris?
I'm learning.
The restroom.
I'm learning. For things I don't know about, people can go through the learning experience with me. I have seen all of Breaking Bad, and I have seen all of Orange is the New Black.
I haven't seen any of that yet.
Really good.
Orphan Black's a great show.
Yeah.
Highly recommend that.
Yep. But I haven't seen Walking Dead,
I wanted to bring some swag, but
and I don't know much about
I have this
comic books.
poster, which is actually needs to be printed as a poster for the trial. It's like the only movie I've actually made a poster for. But it's not really, I haven't, it's the digital file right now. It doesn't really exist. I'll make a poster for it.
Are there movies on DVD and stuff?
They're kind of digital files.
How many shorts do you have?
And then what's going to happen is
You ought to look at putting a compilation DVD.
do it all
Yeah.
like trying to sum
Yeah,
it
just
in
put
like
one
the worst
DVD. Like,
thing.
there's a filmmaker in California named Chris Broadstone. Great filmmaker. And he's got 3 short films. And he
then
put a
what
compilation
happens
DVD. I think it's called
is
3
the
Dead
next
Girls.
day,
And he's got all 3. Then, of course, he
male
has
and female
special features
characters
and
separate.
commentaries and this and that. But yeah. The bottom line is you want to make a DVD that's got a lot of stuff on it. 'Cause some people,
Well, I mean, like,
if
they
they're
go
kind of
to
wishy-washy
work,
about the movie,
they go to
think,
work,
well, it's
they
loaded
go
with
to
extra
yeah,
features, so
they
it's worth it.
like
It's worth
they
it.
do it and they're
That's
like all
for me
low,
as
like
a
it's all
film buff.
bullshit,
I would say I
like,
almost won't buy it. I
like
don't
this
want to buy
fucking
it.
works, like
Like Robert Rodriguez, all his movies, he's got that 10-minute film school in every movie and stuff like that.
And
And
then,
all
like,
his
the
movies are
next-
always.
I have that book. It's pretty good.
No, what I'm saying is every time he releases a DVD, he has a little 10-minute film school, how to do this, how to do that.
Oh, he does?
For DVD. He always loads his DVDs up with extra
I'm
features.
all about this. I like extras.
You give people what they
As a
want their
fan, I
money's
want
worth.
to see extras.
Yeah, he's the truest independent
Since I'm a
filmmaker.
fan that wants to see extras, by all means, as a filmmaker, I need to get those extras.
That's true.
Hey guys, watch this. Watch this. Marcus, what do you think of my film concept for Shelters? Shelters.
I don't know what the concept is.
You said something about it on my Facebook wall.
Oh, I remember that.
You didn't like the title.
The conversation, yeah, the shelters, and I mean, just some of the titles they came up with, I thought were just not cinematic enough.
Did you see my little teaser poster?
Yeah, with the mushroom cloud.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting.
yeah. I mean, look from a marketing standpoint. I think the titles need work.
Shelters, what is that? It's some kind of Humane Society movie?
And Friendship is another one of the titles. Friendship.
Yeah, Shelters is about a nuclear war. Very tough to do as an independent film. Let me tell you that right now.
One of the best movies ever about nuclear war is a movie called Threads.
I had that on my phone.
Cool.
I had The Day After on my phone. I have Threads on my phone.
Threads. What's Threads?
It's a British one. It'll give you nightmares. As a matter of fact, some people killed themselves over that.
You should see Threads.
When they aired it in 1983, I think it was, some people actually committed suicide.
It's it's very disturbing British movie about the nuclear holocaust. It was like it beat Day After to the punch, and Day After is really had a big budget and everything. And also, there's another movie called Testament.
I haven't seen that.
Testament's got Kathleen. I'll help you out here, Kathleen. Quinlan? Possibly Kathleen Quinlan. Maybe that's it. And she's in a movie called Testament, like from '83. And like.
I'll
that
prove to you
has-
guys I have everything on my phone.
Are you recording this?
Yep.
Okay. That has like
recording your phone?
no special effects.
You'll see.
That's what's cool about what's cool about Testament is there's a nuclear bomb that goes off like on the west coast, and like she's in the east coast. Her family's affected, and so you get all of the you get the whole stories about how like the mushroom cloud
Nuclear.
carries over and there's radioactive clouds and how they're going to die anyway because they're only a few hundred feet away or miles away.
The Threads came out in 1984, and hold on,
Have you seen the movie On the... Oh, that's it?
hold on.
I'm sure I'll find it on YouTube. Okay. It's called Threads.
Yep. I had the whole movie on here.
I'm not going to watch it right now, am I?
Just for a few minutes of it. Hold on.
I think it is. It has 2 names.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie On the Road? Or The Road? With Viggo Mortensen?
All right.
That was a dark movie.
Let's see your reaction here.
Man in Control of Vince Vaughn.
It's called Threads from 1984. I had a whole thing on my phone. BBC made it. The most horrible nuclear war film ever made. People killed themselves over this.
It's really good. It's really underrated. So,
Of course, back in the 80s, they didn't have graphics they have nowadays.
It's more realistic than The Day After. The Day After is watered down compared to this.
But The Day After was pretty good. I like that movie.
I have it on here too.
Yeah, the day after was doing sit down with a lot of miniatures, you know, the day after, but it was good.
It's just, I don't know, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen The Day After for a long time. The Day After is good.
Have you ever seen Threads?
I mean, special effects on this is really good. When was it made?
1984.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. What's the name of it?
Threads.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
I will check it out.
Did you see the person soiling themselves?
so your nuclear story is that kind of similar?
Oh, I have something really bad on here too. That's hold on.
It's not child porn or anything.
Oh God, no. I got one about the Russian 80 megaton bomb. I've got, oh, this is good. In November '83, we almost had a nuclear war, and this documentary exposes it.
What's the name of that? So what's going on with Death Island? Is it made?
Tom Savini right now is working with a couple of different studios.
It's a documentary about a nuclear war we almost had in November of 1983. Couldn't tell you. I tracked it down though. I tracked down everything.
Talking about that. If need be, we'll develop a role for him.
We almost got nuked though.
This movie gets made.
What was it? What year?
I'm trying to get him to
What?
What year did we almost get new?
November 1983.
Oh, yeah, during the Reagan administration?
Korean Airlines 007 started chain reaction of events. Andropov was all paranoid, and he almost nuked us.
John Cena, of course.
You like what I call faction? You like faction?
Never heard of that.
Faction is what they say I write. It's like you take a natural disaster, it kind of has,
It's just hard to get wrestlers.
it's like
at least most
facts
of them into
with
some
fiction.
kind of a
So
movie.
faction is a melding of facts and fiction together. And it's really come about.
That's what Threads is. Threads was a war game. They turned into a freaking docudrama.
There's a local wrestler.
So it's like you just take a true life event and then you turn it into fiction.
He's trying to get an act. He's working on my friend Preston's movie, Preston Walden. He's doing like.
Let's talk about your book over here. Yeah.
Okay, which one?
We were talking about the Canary Islands. What happens if there's a volcanic eruption there? Florida's gone. Florida will be gone, what, probably within 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah, Florida will be gone. So Cataclysm is based off of the science of Simon Day, and he's a professor with the Research Hazard Center at the University College London. And his whole hypothesis is that La Palma is a volcano called Cumbre Vieja, or the Tall Summit. And it really exists, and it has a fracture line down the center of it, kind of like the San Andreas Fault in California. And it's predicted that every time there's an earthquake from the volcano, the fracture moves just a little bit, ever so much. And during the next big cataclysmic volcano, it's predicted the western flank of the volcano will collapse into the Atlantic Ocean. And when that does,
This is the Canary Islands, right?
this isn't the Canary Islands, La Palma actually, on the island of La Palma.
Yeah, I've told my brother about this a few months ago. He didn't believe me. I go, you own a plane. If you hear of a massive eruption in the Canary Islands, get in that plane and fly away. Because that's the only way you're going to live.
You know, it's actually very true, and it's something actually the National Weather Service last year in November, they actually met at the United Nations, and they had a debate over exactly the disaster planning episodes for this cataclysmic event. So this is not fiction. This is something that really exists and that they are trying their best to keep out of the public eye. So in my view of the cataclysm, what I did is I took it from the realistic science of Simon Day.
Is this what this book is about, the Canary Islands?
That's what this book is about. This is about.
How much is this book?
This book is $14.95 if you buy it at Barnes & Noble or BAM or any of the retailers. You can get the ebook for $9.99 at all the retailers.
I hate ebooks.
I hate ebooks too, and you know why I hate ebooks?
Why is that?
The reason why I hate ebooks is because when I write a book, I use special characters and fonts.
Yeah,
like this.
after this interview, I'm going to get. I'm very interested in this subject. I'm going to get a copy from you.
Okay. So what this book does is this book actually tracks the science of Samuel Day and what would happen should the western flank of Cumbre Vieja explode and fall into the Atlantic Ocean, wiping out.
You can
the
kiss
East
Florida goodbye. You can kiss the Atlantic seaboard goodbye.
Coast. You can, right, the entire eastern seaboard of the United States, and also London would be drowned. The barrier gates in London would not be able to.
What about
continue.
Holland, which is underwater
It would
with
all
those
be
dams, the
It
dike
would
system?
all be inundated. Spain, Morocco, all that would be
All
wiped
right,
out.
so let's say that happens to the Canary Islands. How long does Florida have, and how big is the tidal wave going to be?
We have 8 to 9 hours from the time the actual volcano collapses into the Atlantic Ocean. The time from that happening, the 1,000 foot, or actually, I'm sorry, 3,000.
3,000. I thought it was 1,000.
meters. So,
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Metric
So-
system has 3,000 feet.
Right. So, I mean, you're going to triple that. That wave will cross the Atlantic basin and wipe out everything from Miami to Maine.
Completely cover Florida.
Completely cover. Forget Florida. Florida will be inundated up to 20 miles inland, as I said in the book.
How long will it take for the water to recede in Florida?
It's going to take months for the water to recede. If you just think about Florida, which is at sea level, with that amount of water coming on shore, even if
And you also have to think that water is 8 pounds per gallon, so it's like a freaking building bulldozing over you.
it's going to be a building, but beyond that, you have all the hotels along Miami.
Yeah, water is the most destructive thing you can
Those
imagine.
waves are going to knock those buildings down, and that's all going to carry inland, which is going to be a natural barricade to that water receding back out to the ocean.
Wow.
So that's what this book really looks at, is the science behind it. Of course, I fictionalize the ending because everybody wants a happy ending. But the book
What is it?
itself,
Is it like a novel, right?
it is a novel. It's a 100,000 word, 400-page novel.
Cool.
It's published by Storytel Entertainment, and it's rated 5 stars everywhere.
So I take it that's Miami?
This is Miami, yeah. This is actually a galley copy of the book,
Mm-hmm.
and a galley copy, as I'm sure you know, is the book that gets presented by the agency to publishers.
Are you surprised I actually knew about this subject?
I am, I'm surprised, but I'm also not surprised because a lot of the people that I speak to, especially in the film industry, they're aware of La Palma. It's very heavily covered.
I saw it in the documentary. I was like, oh, holy crap.
Yeah, yeah.
And it could happen.
It could happen. It's just as real as Yellowstone erupting or the San Andreas.
Yellowstone will be worse for the whole country.
Yellowstone will be worse. This is actually
You're
the
talking about
published
30
edition,
or 40 feet of ash over the whole country.
which would wipe out the crop.
Probably a nuclear winter type event too.
We wouldn't be able to grow food, which is going to create chaos.
Famine.
It's going to block out sunlight, which is going to hinder life itself on Earth. So, Yellowstone is another big thing I've been looking at, but after writing Cataclysm, I think I want to wait on the natural disaster books.
Yeah. R.J. Smith. It's been enlightening.
Yes, thank you very much.
So yeah, I'll definitely take a copy of that book.
You definitely can have one.
All right.
Want me to